Welcome to the third game of the day, and one that I think I'm going to be happy to say is going to be not as defensively focused, just because of the bats on this team. I'm joined by one of the coaches, Mark of the Murkrows. How are you doing, Mark? Or of the Muscles, I suppose.
Looking forward to some good baseball finally.
Let's start with your opponent, since they're not here. The Rookies, a team near and dear to my heart. You know, the professional courtesy after playing against them in the finals. A lot of similarities between us in terms of the Koopa, the Fire Bro, Boomerang Bro, Hammer Bro connection, etc. Trying to bounce back from a pretty brutal loss in week one. They were 3 runs ahead heading into the bottom of the 7th versus the Chosen, the last undefeated team in the league. And they blew it in the final moments on a bobble by right fielder Red Koopa. You see that fielding skill there finally coming back to hurt him. Pretty brutal. They were put through fielding practice. I mean, they said we got to work on conditioning. But Red Koopa, he wants to, it's about playing for a legacy for his son, who was born this offseason. So he really wants to get back out there and reassert himself, do just next play, goldfish mentality. Not a lot else to say about their order. No big changes. I will mention we have Boo on the mound, which is not new. But because let's go to the Muscles, who have a little bit of a couple changes over here. Wario moved over to third. King Boo moved over to first. And the outfield shifted to the left, expecting some of those power hitters to maybe send the ball out to that left field souvenir corner. Otherwise, King Boo gets not only the star player nod, but the start. Have not seen that since they weren't a star. And, man, there was a reason for that last year. Probably one of the better pitchers in relief. One of the worst pitchers to come in and start. Team really turned it around after that. So we'll see if this little experiment pays off with the MVP honors now awarded to him. As for lineup, the only real change is going to be Critter batting first, King Boo batting third. I believe we're ready to begin. Mark, I would ask you where you lay on this, but I think you have a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I think this is going to be I think either way, this is going to be an offensive slugfest. I don't think anyone's sitting on there.
It might stay scoreless just because so many balls are going to get hit to the outfield, but this is a Rookies team that loves stringing together small ball, man. 2 more talented infield defenses here, though. It's really the story of the season. Yep. Green Critter does a lot for your team here, and he gets the first out of the inning on that ground out by Bowser Jr., who led off for the Rookies. Hard hit looping over to Cyclops, and he can't get there in time thanks to the assist on the Boo item. It's a 1-out single for Boomerang Bro. And Jessie now up to bat. One of the more intriguing rookies this year. She's been very good, especially defensively. Offensively, she comes through, but she hasn't had, her storybook moment yet. Nice little sacrifice ground out there to advance the runner. Not how they drew it up, but nonetheless, we'll take an RBI chance with your 4-spot hitter here in the bottom of the first. It's Boo versus King Boo in a battle of pitchers. And Boo almost gets a board in the opposite field hit, but it's Yellow Magic Koopa comes through. Knocks that one down by the right field line. Rookies scoreless through the top of the first. Bottom of the first, it's Murderer's Row up to bat for the Muscles. Green Critter, always love watching him play, especially after getting to watch him in the championship last year. He wants to lead his new team back. He might do so if Boo can't find a way to get one by him. These are hard hit, but bleeding foul down the third base line. And now kept low and in play, but Boomerang Bro takes that one away. Out number 1, Petey Piranha now up to bat. And this is another one of those players that can hit skyscraper home runs, man. Just no chance you ever grab them. Strike number 2.
Heard talk in the locker room he was going to try and get one up to the lighthouse keeper.
Ooh. Doesn't do so here. Single up the middle. Now I'll bring up King Boo in the 3 spot with the star player buff. Charges up. Ball 1. Gets a lot of that one. Line drive out to the wall. Just barely stays in bounds. It's just under that part of the trim of the wall that would have been considered a home run. So it's a long, long, long single. And Waluigi up to bat. Hard out, surprisingly. Goes for contact with the charge up. Oh! Sorry, Eagles game just had a crazy hit. Waluigi going to hit into the double play there. Line drive, scooped up by the shortstop, doubles up at first. And Blue Magic Koopa up to bat. Boomerang Bro, I believe, behind him. Or no, Fire Bro. Fire Bro will bat with one on, as Magic Koopa makes it aboard with a leadoff single. Fire Bro takes strike one on the outside. Now hit hard, deep left field. That one's leaving unless they have defense. Choopy goes up for it. It's over her head. Gone. 2-shot home run to start off the scoring here early for Fire Bro. That quick single from Magic Koopa ends up costing the Muscles as what could have been a solo shot is doubled. 2-0 lead here now for the rookies. No outs. Center fielder Luffy due up to bat. That one was hit on a wire. Very hard to play those. Choopy, one of the best defensive outfielders last year. I believe Bronze Buddy. But can't come away with it there. Now Dark Bones gets aboard with a little base hit into left center field. Choopy fields that one. And King Boo already looking tired. Not his worst outing. Two-run home run, very forgivable. But has to find some... I would imagine you would want him to go a little bit longer. Bullpen is especially deep on this team, but you don't want to have to use an opener, so to say. And you won't have to. Critter with the dive stops the inning like that. On the line out, throw out, put away for the double play. Bottom of the second, 5, 6, 7 hitters up for the Muscles. And starting off with their captain, Wario, who uses a star pitch on the first pitch changeup to get aboard here. Luffy will play it off the explosion. And that's a automatic single for Wario. Really love when he uses that for that reason. They're looking to manufacture runs here, so it's Choopy showing bunt, but you imagine if this one misses, she'll have to take a swing at this. It's a strike 2. Strike 3 on the outside. Boo's been getting that called a ball all day. Ump gives him a strike, and that's first strikeout maybe of the season for Boo. Hard hit out to right field. That one's going to get past Red Koopa. Wario's on his way to third. Yellow Toad will make it in standing, I believe, second. And so Cyclops, representing the go-ahead run himself. Tying run in scoring position. Gets behind early in the count. 2 strikes on curves. Called outside. Star pitch. Charges up. Tees off on it. Sends it up through the middle. Boomerang Bro's not in time. Koopa Shell's going to let Yellow Toad come around to equalize this. No throw in time. It's 2-2. This game's tied. Great at bat for Cyclops, who did everything he could to fight that one off. And then the yellow Magic Koopa green shell to ensure that Yellow Toad can come around to score. The protege does what he does best. Now this game's tied back up. 1 out, 1 on for Yellow Magic Koopa. Then we're back around to the top of the order. Yellow Magic Koopa sends one deep to left field. That one's still traveling. Luffy has to get on his horse. Dark Bones goes up to grab it about 10 feet from the lower mezzanine. And that's out number 2. Deep fly ball, but just not hit, I guess, on a good enough of an angle to really outrun the outfielders out there. So, Dark Bones, assisted by Luffy, put that one away for the second out of the inning. An exhausted Boo now squares off against leadoff Critter. And Critter sends one out to the same spot. Much better trajectory. Luffy and Dark Bones still over there in time. Dark Bones, second consecutive out on robbing Souvenirs hit to the left field wall. And this game stays tied after back-to-back what would have been 2-run home runs were taken out of the ocean. Teams have mirrored each other so far. Will it continue with the top of the order for the rookies in the third? Strike one. Chop shot into left field. Protege can't get there in time. It's a base hit for Bowser Jr. Leads off the inning. And that's exactly what we said last time right before. Boomerang Bro here hit a 2-run shot to start off the scoring. He's now squaring off against an exhausted King Boo. In the top of the third, 1 on, no outs, 2 strikes in. Chop shot taken out of the air. That's going to be a double play ball for Yellow Magic Koopa. If that's the last batter that King Boo faces, it's a good one. Finds his way out of a real pickle there. It won't be. They'll leave him in against Jesse, and if needed, Boo after that. Scores are mirrored right now. 2 runs, 5 hits for both teams. Diving catch from shortstop Critter. And that will end the inning. King Boo fighting. He is not known as a long-distance pitcher, and yet he's gone just under half the game so far. What a warrior. Cross the grass from him. Boo trying to do the same. Going to have a harder start to it here as Petey Piranha aboard with a long single that rolls to the center field wall. Boo stays in to face off against the other starting pitcher. King Boo, hits that one hard, flies off the bat. If it stayed fair, it probably would have punched a hole through someone in the audience. Not going to get the runner at second. No, they are! Oh, what a decision to go for the runner at second. Petey Piranha's a slow runner, but he got a good jump on it. Boomerang Bro and Fire Bro's arm, though, facilitates the double play. And after a nice catch from Fire Bro, it ends the inning. These teams stay tied. 0-2-0 through first, second, and third for both of them. And it's the 4, 5, 6 hitters up to bat for the rookies. Boo jumps on the first pitch, possibly a mistake, as he sends it right to Boo Critter. And King Boo just looking for a chance to make the sub, but will pitch with whatever he has left. So far, paid off against Critter, paid off against the first batter, not so much against Magic Koopa there, and they'll say against Fire Bro. Yeah, let's get Wario in. So Wario has started every game so far this season, now coming in relief in the top of the fourth. He has the stamina to go the rest of the way if needed. Boo has some comfort playing down third base. Uh-oh, that might have been a mistake on the pitching change. Wario comes in and immediately allows the 2-run shot to send the rookies back up 2. It's Fire Bro with just a missile down the right field line that I think landed in the upper deck. And it's been back and forth here, but that one unknots it. 1 out, 4-2 rookies. And Wario now would go down as the losing pitcher. Critter without number 2, the ground out. It's Dark Bones. Him and Luffy have kept this game very, very, very close for our team, and now they're winning. Red Koopa. And you just know he's swinging the bat with something special here. Instead, can't get it over Yellow Magic Koopa. Final out of the inning, but once again, damage done. Wario's going to have to go out there and make something happen himself. If he doesn't want to go down with an L for this one, it's 4-2 in favor of the babies right now. Boo's still tired, though. Same situations that facilitated a home run for his team. Wario hard hit out to center field, but Luffy's able to take that one. Choopy now batting against a very tired Boo. No runners on. And that will change after a single up center field. They'll take Boo out against the Protege. They saw the game, some of the games earlier. Saw that saw Purple Toad with that go-ahead home run. They know Protege is known for his power hitting. they're going to go to Bowser Jr., who with those star pitches could obfuscate some of his slower pitches, off-speed stuff. Allows the single there, though, so 2 on. Potential go-ahead run at the plate for Cyclops. Bottom of the order after him, but then some really strong hitters, so it's really just a survive for him, situational hitting at its best. Hits for contact, gets it over Boomerang Bro. That one's not going to roll past Luffy. Briefly thinks of going home for Choopy, but the cutoff throws in time, holds the runners, base is loaded for Magic Koopa. Yellow Magic Koopa's flashed the bat already today with the power buff of having 2 knees on base. Could it be enough for a go-ahead Grand Slam? No. That one lands harmlessly in Luffy's glove. But the tag... Wait, no, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw Yellow Magic Koopa also heading back at the same time, and it confused me. I was like, what? So Yellow Magic Koopa's deep sacrifice fly at least brings the score within 1. Now Green Critter, runners on second and first. And Yellow Toad has some wheels. Let's see if he can come around to score. He's debating and he's going for it. He's not going to be in time. Can Jesse run down the protege at third? The throw is in time. Ow! And that's that defense we've been talking about. She doesn't have that breakaway speed like the Nokis do, but that arm at the perfect moment keeps this game in her team's favor. Great throw from Boomerang Bro, and way for the outfield to get that in time. Way to go for the outfield. Bowser Jr. tees off on a rare home run trajectory shot to deep left field. Deepest part of the ballpark, though, and it dies in Yellow Toad's glove. Out one of the inning, top of the 5th. Boomerang Bro up to bat. He's had some big moments today so far. Gets aboard with the single here. And this one's still real close. Chop shot up the middle. Yellow Magic Koopa has the runner at first. Doesn't have the double play to end the inning. So 1 on, 2 out for Boo. Magic Koopa would hit after him if they got that far. They might. The perfect shell timing allows another runner to score. Cyclops, I believe, all the way from first. Rounds third as Choopy loses possession on the contact there, and they never had a play at the plate. He didn't even have to slide. 2-run lead now with 2 innings remaining for the rookies. Wario probably getting lit up the most that he has in just about any start this season. Nice defense behind him to end the inning, only down 2. In fact, we saw the rookies blow, I believe it was a 5-2 lead last week. So, I mean, that has to be what's on their mind. It just has to be. And once again, some great hitters on this Muscles lineup. It's Petey Piranha starting off, and he'll jump on a first pitch changeup for a nice little shot out into center field for a base hit. King Boo behind him, tying run at the plate. With the runner on first, no outs. Ball number 1. Curveball hangs over the center of the plate. That one's pushed out to right field. It's arcing. It's over Koopa's head. The 2-run shot equalizes it. King Boo sends a chance for redemption out to the maligned right fielder, but he's fractions of a second short and fractions of a foot too small. 5-5 in the bottom of the 5th with Waluigi up to bat and no outs. Bowser Jr. pitching. It's back and forth all day today between these two. And Waluigi pushes a ground ball up through the middle of the diamond. It's a base hit, still no outs with Wario up to bat. They're looking for their first lead of the day. Wario, nice little slicing shot out into right field. They don't have the arm strength to throw him out at first, so it'll be a base hit. Runners on first and second, still none out for Choopy. Fastball blazes by the outside of the plate. Oh, Choopy jumps on one over that hangs over the center of the plate. The Boo's assist. Fire Bro can't come down with it, and that's going to be a 2 RBI double. As the ball's cut off by Bowser Jr., Wario scores from first. Captain showing some wheels. And that was just situational hitting again. They teach it so well over at the Muscles. And that's their first lead of the day. A 2-run lead after entering this inning trailing by 2. Still no outs. So they'll bring in their final pitcher that they have designated for the bullpen. Yellow Toad shows bunt, trying to advance the runner to third for any insurance they can come down with. Could be a good play here, though, as none of these players really that fast, but badly timed banana item gonna disrupt the entire play. So sac bunt at least is in. 1 out, but third run, or the third go-ahead run is at third.
Oh.
Doubled up by Boomerang Bro, who's quick on the jump land turnaround throw. 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th for the Muscles has them their first lead of the day. Now 7-5 for the Muscles. It's the rookies who have to catch up here. This is at this point, I don't know who would be a statement win for. This is another one that's very important for the rankings. As Fire Bros aboard with a single. Both teams 2-2, separated by just 1 run differential. So whoever wins this is positive. Whoever loses this is negative. Both teams fighting for a lead in their division that they should have, but both divisions are so competitive this year. And I mean, these are 2 very similar. Oh, great jump from Wario there to dodge the shell, grab the pop fly in the infield. But 2 teams that are so similar that I think if they meet up in the postseason, this could be a real fun series. Not to get too far ahead of ourselves. They're still worried about winning this game, as they should be. Wario got the first out of the inning real quick, but now it's 2 on, 1 out. The Red Koopa, the villain of last game for the rookies, could be the hero of this game. Jumps on the first hit, diving grab from Critter, but the POW block's in, and oh no! Fire Bros in a rundown. Okay, they run him all the way back to second, so they get essentially the lead runner. In reality, it's the in-between runner, and the lead runner has to retreat a bag, but POW block breaks up the double play at least, and Bowser Jr. is going to hit into a ground out to shortstop to end the inning. They'll have one more chance to try and take the lead in the top of the 7th. The Murkrows have one more chance to add some insurance runs with their 9-1-2 hitters due up. Yellow Magic Koopa starts off the inning versus Magic Koopa. And this battle goes to Blue Magic Koopa, who forces the fly out to Fire Bro. Dive needed, but not a particularly hard one for the first out of the inning. That'll be a single, though. The green critter lands just in front of the future Pirate King. Petey Piranha now.
Don't spoil One Piece, man.
Hey, they say it at the very beginning. It's like all that he's known for. Petey Piranha, another nice piece. He's not gotten it done all year, really, with his power hitting. It's very tricky to try and hit home runs in these parks. But he's done some great, like, singles, doubles here and there to set up for players later in the lineup. And you have star player King Boo swinging at a pitch on the outside for strike number 2. 1 out, 2-1. And he sends this one into shallow left. That will load the bases. If they want to come back, I mean, rookies had to come back against them last week for 3 runs. We've seen late inning rallies for as many as 7 or 8 before. But you got to keep it close if you want to give your team a reasonable chance. And at least an out, if not a double play here, would be huge. You got to avoid walking in the run, though, as Magic Koopa, behind in the count 2-1, goes to the star pitch for strike number 2. Now 2-2, while Luigi's behind in the count. He'll have to swing at this one. Another drooping star pitch, slapped out into center field. Luigi's not going to get there. Critter has to tag up, though. This is going to be a close play at the plate. Ow! What another dagger from Boomerang Bro and Jesse. Second time today they've robbed a run at home. Wario's up to bat with a full salvo of star pitches. He won't use any of them, but he might not have to, as the bomb facilitates a run. Maybe not needed on the dive, and it comes back to hurt Boomerang Bro. If he fielded that one normally, might have had time to get the ball over to first, but the bomb detonates, allows Wario to score at first, and forces a perilous just about the worst pitching change you can get for the rookies. Center field, now no chemistry, I believe, between either of them. So home run balls are back on the menu. And Choopy flies out to shortstop. So it will only matter if we reach extras. Babies need 3 here to force it, 4 to go home. Alternatively, they could go home after 3 outs, but I think the Muscles would be a little too happy to accept that outcome. Strike 1 to Boomerang Bro inside of the corner of the plate. Wario now positions outside and hangs another curveball. That's going to be another home run to Boomerang Bro. And the rookies have shown some life. Boomerang Bro and Fire Bro have been the heroes so far today, and with that solo shot from Boomerang Bro, they only need one more hit, one more run to ensure that Fire Bro gets back up to bat. It's Jessie first here. Her defense has saved a couple runs today. Her offense is going to give her team some life here. And now, sick feeling creeping into the stomachs of the Muscles as it's top of the 7th, no outs. Just one runner on, 1 out. And only up by 2. Pending a double play here for Magikoopa, Fire Bro will get a chance to bat with everything to gain. Slap shot from Blue Magikoopa into right field. They don't have the play at first or second. 1 out, 2 on. A home run sends us to the bottom of the 7th. For Fire Bro. He gets all of that, sends it to deep center field, dying at the warning track. Boo's not going to make a difference. Blue Magikoopa has to retreat. Jessie tries to make it to third. She won't. The cutoff throws in time. So, is this Wano or is this Sabaody?
Hello.
Hi, Charwell. You're joining us just in time for the end of a Muscles win. As the rookies, center fielder Monkey D. Luffy grounds out D. Ball to second base for the put away. 8-6. Late rally isn't in. And the Muscles go up, improving to 3-2 in a very competitive final day game of week 3. Star player pays off. A little bit of lineup switcheroo, and King Boo has the pivotal go-ahead RBI plus a great day on the mound. Earned him MVP honors with a low 90. Wouldn't have been even third place for MVP, as both Fire Bro and Dark Bones had career days, 120 and 100 points for them respectively. Still, great back and forth game to the very end. No team was out of it. Maybe an instant classic. And, I'm always going to root for my team to make the playoffs. But if I have to watch another matchup in the playoffs, it's going to be this one. That was some cinema. Winning manager Mark, what was your focus going into this week? And I guess how do you feel about your team's performance?
Well, I think we performed as intended. Obviously, a lot of big shots were robbed again, but I think we got enough through as well. So we focus a lot on playing big splashy offense, and I feel like we definitely needed this game to show that we can do that.
Yeah,
both to others and to ourselves. So
8 runs, I believe, you're most of the season so far, if I'm not mistaken. Scored 6 against Adam, but otherwise it's been really the defense doing it for you. So being able to win a game where your pitching, while it was on, wasn't the main reason you won, I think it's a big boost to your guys.
Yeah.
I guess any real strategy going into this last week before the All-Star break then, or you're letting it ride? Happy with your team's performance?
Yeah, letting it ride. I think there might be a couple more switches as far as batting order stuff, but I think that's more just to fine-tune things than as an overall strategy.
Well, good game. Let's get to this last one as I set back up.